Stupidest president in American history backed down again. The only convicted felon to serve as president of the United States backed down.
In a significant and strategic move aimed at addressing the multifaceted economic threat posed by the new tariff from the U.S. administration under President Donald Trump, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum has announced a major strengthening of her nation's trade relationship with Canada. Welcome viewers to my channel. Please subscribe, like my video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. This critical strategic alliance was forged during a recent and important telephone conversation with Canadian Prime Minister Carney, who has a wealth of experience in international finance and governance. Both leaders agreed that a collaborative and unified approach was essential to successfully navigate the increasingly complex trade environment, especially with the U.S. tariffs set to take effect on August 1st. During her daily morning press conference, President Sheinbaum provided further details on the substance of their comprehensive conversation. She confirmed that she and Prime Minister Carney shared a mutual understanding that the existing North American Trade Agreement, known as the USMCA, United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, must be respected and upheld by both countries in order to foster economic stability and growth. The leaders also discussed a letter they had each received from the Trump administration regarding the impending tariffs, which serve as a clear and urgent call to action for their joint efforts. They spent a significant portion of their conversation discussing the specific negotiating strategies that their respective countries were developing to effectively engage with the U.S. ahead of the looming August 1st deadline. This unified and coordinated approach sends a strong and clear message to the U.S. that both countries are prepared to work together to protect their shared economic interests and ensure that their citizens are not adversely affected by unilateral trade decisions. The Mexican leader also revealed that Prime Minister Carney is planning to visit Mexico to continue these high-level discussions in person and further solidify their collaborative strategy. However, a firm date for the trip has not yet been set, leaving room for ongoing dialogue and the possibility of further negotiations. This anticipated in-person meeting is expected to lead to more concrete plans for economic cooperation, a coordinated diplomatic response, and perhaps even joint initiatives that could enhance their competitive edge in the North American market. In addition to her international diplomacy, President Sheinbaum is actively engaging with Mexico's private sector to build a comprehensive and robust defense against the tariffs. She has been holding a series of important meetings with some of the country's most influential business leaders, including the billionaire Carlos Slim, whose family controls powerful companies like the telecommunications giant América Móvil. Also in attendance were representatives from major firms, such as the global bakery brand Bimbo and key steel manufacturers, all of whom face direct and serious economic consequences from the new tariffs. This engagement of the private sector is crucial, as these businesses play a significant role in the national economy and are directly impacted by international trade policies. President Sheinbaum's goal in these high-stakes meetings was to enlist the support and resources of these corporate giants in a strategic campaign aimed at mitigating the impact of the tariffs. She proposed a powerful and innovative strategy to document and formalize all planned investments by Mexican companies within the United States. As she put it, why don't we lay out in black and white the investments that they have planned in the United States? This move is strategically designed to create a compelling, evidence-based argument that could be effectively used in negotiations with the U.S. government. By highlighting the mutual benefits of these investments, Sheinbaum aims to foster a narrative that emphasizes cooperation over confrontation. By clearly demonstrating the significant financial contributions, job creation, and economic benefits that Mexican businesses bring to the U.S. economy, the government hopes to highlight the counterproductive nature of the tariffs. This coordinated effort between the government and the private sector aims to showcase that the tariffs would not only harm Mexico, but would also damage American economic interests by disrupting supply chains, halting future investments, and potentially leading to job losses in U.S. industries that rely on Mexican capital. The collaboration between government and business is aimed at creating a unified front to counteract any negative perceptions and reinforce the importance of their economic ties. Furthermore, This collaboration seeks to emphasize the long-standing interdependence between the U.S. and Mexico, showcasing the ways in which both economies benefit from their partnership. As they work together, the leaders hope to create a narrative that reframes the conversation around tariffs, moving beyond simplistic notions of protectionism to a more nuanced understanding of mutual benefit and economic cooperation. They aim to highlight success stories of cross-border collaboration, illustrating how businesses in both countries thrive when they work together. This two-pronged approach, international collaboration with Canada and domestic mobilization of key businesses, shows a determined and multifaceted strategy to mitigate the economic impact of the new U.S. trade policies and to preserve the interconnected North American economy. By aligning their efforts, Mexico and Canada are not only standing up to perceived unilateral aggression from the U.S., but are also setting a precedent for future cooperation in the face of economic challenges. This united front could serve as a powerful model for other nations facing similar trade issues, demonstrating the importance of solidarity and collective action in the global economy. As the situation evolves, both Mexico and Canada remain committed to open lines of communication and constructive dialogue with the U.S. government. They are prepared to advocate for fair trade practices that benefit all parties involved, ensuring that economic relations are built on mutual respect and understanding. By fostering a climate of cooperation, both nations aim to protect their economic interests while contributing to a more stable and prosperous North American region. This comprehensive strategy reflects a deep commitment to maintaining strong diplomatic ties and pursuing economic policies that benefit not just their own citizens, but also the broader North American community.